The number of colonies that are available to be colonized have dwindled, and as such, we are moving on to colonizing the interior of the US. There are still a few colonies out there that are being worked on, specifically Arnhem Land in Australia, and we are sending a colonist to the Kamchatka Peninsula, and he'll arrive in 180 days. I am going to move this fleet up to Baikal. We're also fabricating a claim on British Mexico. And I just realized something. Our flagship is kind of being useless right now. Because it has, it gives a bonus to trade power. And it's not in a trade fleet. Let's try that again. Protect trade in the Caribbean. Currently at 73%, and Holland joins the Republic, still at 73%, but I think it's more useful than just having it sit at port. We still have to conquer Florida. I can actually complete most of these missions right now in this line. Expanding overseas, I can't complete. I think I can complete every other objective aside from Old Man River and expand overseas. Then again, we don't have too many. We don't have too many custom missions. We don't have a very fleshed out mission tree. And these guys are all arriving in Havana. We're 82% on integrating Tarascan. When do we get access to Advanced Casus Oh, it's the next level, which is nowish. Like, what, next month? Yep, next month. And now I need my various light ships to return to port. Return to port. Now, at the end of this month, we should gain Casus Belli against literally everyone. And we are about to be maxed out on admin points again. Wasn't Plymouth the first colony that I pretty much established when I was playing as England? I want to say that's the case. Fur. Yeah, I'm going to develop fur provinces. Cocoa is really good. Alright, we'll call it good on development for now. Oh, that's what I should be doing. Should be looking at total development. Like St. Kitts, for example. Except no. I should be looking at total development on for stuff that is attached to my capital. Oh, so close. There's a 30. So we now have 2 places that can spawn the Enlightenment in 9 years. Or 8 years. Please tell me that's... Yeah, that's only for our capital area. The reduction in... Wait, did we have a colony that finished? Evansville apparently finished. No? Or Fort Wayne? I want to say Cahokia is rather large development-wise. We are building a plantation in St. Kitts. Yeah, so if I recall, first of all, let's upgrade the lightships. Have them patrol the Caribbean. And upgrade these and have them privateer the Panama node. But yeah, I think the requirements for the Enlightenment are that it has to be attached to my capital. Why is it looking at Cebu? Oh, is that the highest development province I have? I guess it would be. It's 55. Ah, that's hilarious. And I wanted to build a mill here. That was what I wanted to do. I knew there was some building somewhere that I wanted to build. How close are we? Okay, a couple more months and we'll have a claim on British Mexico. And Russia would accept an alliance. Also, we need to go defend our new colony. So we'll wait 71 days and get our newest ally of Russia. Oh, that's the heavy, okay. And I guess I didn't even need the claim, did I? Because I now have access to nationalism/imperialism. So, does England still... Yeah, Great Britain still has land on the mainland of Europe. That's something that has to be fixed eventually. Might as well fabricate the claim. What is their capital? 19 development. I can't fabricate it, so... Bunch of 7s. 6, 5, 4. 3s, 4s. There's a 7. Might as well fabricate it there. Call that. Then with 1 we'll send merchant defects. Mercantilism is right, of course it's right. Send the first one that gets back as an envoy to Russia. So we actually have an alliance. And we did send that navy up, right? Yes. Okay. Currently at 5 colonies. Good. Start moving these troops over to deal with this war. And bring these guys up to do the same. When I was building these forts, I didn't take into account what Tarascan's forts were. I don't think it really matters, because none of my forts are... Okay, 1 fort is pretty close to his land, so... Oh, that was something else I wanted to check. Liberty Desire. 23.6, 13.6. French Columbia is 74.2. Who's France allied with? Ming. Ha ha. Ha. Ha ha. Do I want to support their independence? I do. But I feel like I need to focus on this war first. Do I want to go ahead and support this independence before I declare the war? I mean, that's really high in Liberty Desire. Then again, there's no point in them being free. It actually makes a war with them more difficult by supporting their independence. Because then they can ally with other people. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm looking for more of a challenge, so... Now we wait on our armies to arrive. And we are over our diplomatic relations by 1. For now. Once we annex the Tarascan, we'll be good. So their Liberty Desire should just jumped. It should be at 100%, I would imagine. Okay. Apparently it's not. Strange. And now we have no generals. Fun. I'm guessing British Mexico's military tech is higher than ours? No, it's the same. Oh. Maybe we lost our admiral again, and I just wasn't paying attention. Let's go ahead and blockade these guys. Actually, no, I want them to hunt enemy fleets in the Caribbean. This doesn't count as the Caribbean, does it? What does this count as? Pacific, South America. Oh, okay. That's labeling this, not this section. Got it. And what are these ships doing over here? I mean, I guess that does technically count as privateering the Panama node. But I can't really protect them, so we might end up losing them at some point. So yeah, let's have these guys hunt enemy fleets in the Caribbean, even though their fleet is probably over on the other coast, would be my guess. You know what? I'm not doing this right. Let's go find out. Rather than guessing, let's actually look at it. So, I want British Mexico? Yes. 4 light ships and 5 transports. Okay. How about, never mind, their navy is not a threat. They only have light ships and transports. And Beaumont is the one I have the claim on. 50% aggressive expansion, and 50% cost for everything in our culture group. And most of the provinces are in our culture group. That is Beaumont. It's not in our culture group. Kingsville is. Going to go ahead and get a second general who absolutely sucks. Didn't think we could get a worse general than what we had, but proven wrong once again. Oh, okay, right. So, oh yeah, I forgot British Mexico has territory down here. Once we occupy this, I will send them south. Is that where all of their troops are? They have 18,000 plus, so they have a total of 30,000. That's 25,000 of it. And there's the other 5,000. And I have no idea what these guys are going to do because they're kind of blocked in by me. And of course these guys have decided to just sit in the same place I was. And I guess I will send these guys out to hunt enemy fleets in the Caribbean. And we already have their capital. Newfoundland is not an enemy in that, so they're not actually sieging it down. They're just sitting there. Probably to be an... I just ruined that. Siege tick. We've successfully raided a treasure fleet. I honestly don't care if these guys occupy all of this land. They're not going to take one of these forts. And I'm surprised we actually got to that one. Evansville gets more base tax. Cool. By Baytown. If they have any other forts, no, let's go after their army. Their tiny little army. And go ahead and split off. This is actually going to connect. If I take all of their land, it'll connect pretty much everything. Because their total war score cost is only 72%. And I do plan on taking it all. Provided I can core it all. Or both core it all and... Okay, never mind, I won't have any overextension because the colonial nation cores will go away. They're going there. Keep moving around. Going to Warwick Sea. Going to assume St. Joseph. That might actually be a bad move, now that I think about it. I will go sit on Warwick Sea, though, just because it blocks them from getting back without having to fight. The United States gets influential trading family in Philippines for 10 years. Or Portuguese Catholic trader Arthur Hastings. Sounds like a good Portuguese Catholic name. Arthur Hastings. Portuguese. You guys are actually running that far. You're going to red stacks? Alright, they're going to get down to Mount Graham, and we should be able to go from Phoenix down to there. They're locked in, should stack wipe them. And because of that, I am going to split my armies up even more. And of course they're going to go try to siege down Panama, which I should rename to something like Van Halen or something. Is that all fives? Think so. Good. Okay. So we're just going to move through all of their land. And I think one of our vassals is going to be integrated during this war. And we're also going to set up one of our diplomats to go improve relations with our allies. Speaking of allies, we have 13 favors with Burgundy, 0 with Russia, 10 with Japan. And they are actually starting to siege down Panama. All right. Oh, there's a 10 here. There we go. Colony self-sustaining. Northern Australia is ours. We can bring these guys home because there's nothing else for them to do right now. Charles James Herbert, the man with 3 first names, a ton of discipline, and some admin power. What is it in Panama? Jungle. Okay. Need to move down the Baja Peninsula and not really... We don't want to have to worry about troops spawning behind us, essentially. And I think this should be the nail in the coffin. Once we destroy their army, we will have, I think, 100% war score. Oh, now they're afraid. Don't know where they think they're going. But, they should probably, yeah, about face. And now they're trapped because they can't go past my fort. Is this the actual... No, this isn't the good general either. This is. When I say good, I mean okay. He is the okay general. What? What? That makes no sense, but I'm not... No, just forget it. What does Panama produce? Tropical wood? Okay. And there's 100% war score. And I don't want to end this war yet. I want to wait until Tarascan is annexed. 99.2. Few more months. Smugglers running rampant. I will take the straight up 1800. So again, I don't think this would increase overextension because it's all owned by a colonial nation, and I think all of their cores will go away, and for some odd reason give me no overextension. And also, I don't want to lose Diplo power to the point where I can't finish annexing Tarascan, which is next month. Truce with Denmark has ended. I can also take quality ideas number 4, which is morale of navies, meaning our navies are now stronger than ever. There we go. And debate failed. Cool. Alright, from now on, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to let debates go. I'm going to make them finish. This is the second debate in a row where or not second debate in a row. It's, I think, the third debate in this game that I've had, like, more than an 80% chance to win and failed. Maybe that's the progress towards a win rather than the chance of winning itself, but it seems like every time I leave that up for... let that go, I mean, it just fails. And I'm actually going to take the trade efficiency on this one. I am willing to ignore corruption. Willing to lose one Republican tradition and prestige. Don't really want to pay and points for right now if I can avoid it. Promote religious offices. For 56. Don't want to lose reform progress. Really don't want to pay military or diplo support. Two army professionalism. You know what? No. Not worth it. I should really look at what I would have to do to make those, happen. This is Tarascan's army. I don't even want them. Send them to Salisbury, DC. Anyway, I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of the parliamentary mechanics in this game to begin with, but whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't want that one either. 16 armies, that makes more sense. And let's fully annex them. I should have gone with imperialism. Now that I think about it. Because it would have saved me Diplo points. And it looks like there will be some overextension, so I'm glad I waited for the annexation to finish. I'm just going to click on the ones that aren't already clicked. Alright, so total war score is 50. Make that 75 for all of their money. And all of their, so it's a total of 75 for all of their money, all of their provinces. We will have 154 aggressive expansion, which is fine. Doesn't actually affect any of the major powers. And we only gain 15 overextension. Probably because some of this territory used to belong to natives. And that fort seems extraneous. Or one of these forts does. I'm going to get rid of the one in Cavendish. And upgrade the other two. Oh, that's already Star Fort. I was going to say, I know some of these forts are old and should be upgraded. Cool. And now priority is overextension, followed by highest cost. Why can't I annex that right now or do whatever to it? Anson Town? I just can't make it a core because apparently something not coastal, or I don't know what's going on with that. I don't have a land connection to it. And we've burnt through all of our admin points. Okay, well, we control all of Mexico now. And most of Central America, too. These guys are all moving back to the capital. Cool. I kind of need... Actually, no, I don't. I'm going to get my ships down there to pick up the army and take them back to roughly where they were. Wait until the end of the month to save one tick of attrition at least. It's 41, okay. Palatinate seems to have a streak of winning the Empire going for them. They don't... It looks like they don't have enough people in the Empire that are their religion to make anybody else a... I mean, I guess Munster could be an elector. As could Hesse. Austria's Protestant, which is hilarious to me. Alright, so I don't know why they don't make another elector. Maybe they hate them for whatever reason. They're not rivals. Maybe allied to a rival or something. And we are coring everything except for that one thing that doesn't want to be cored right now because some dumb reason. And let's go ahead and... Alright, we're not at that force limit yet. 163 out of, or we're at 137 out of 163. How high over our force limit would we be if I did that? So 38. 38 over our force limit. What would it be? Or not over our force limit, over what we have now. 7 over force limit is what I'm seeing. Right? 38 plus 1, 37. That would be 175. Okay, so no, that would be about 12 over our force limit. I don't want to do that. That's seems unnecessary. Anyway, we have all of Mexico. Almost. Give me a couple another wars and we'll have all of North America in our grasp. And then all we have to do is cut off the Canadian territories and colonize Alaska, and North America will be ready to go. I mean, I guess I also have Florida and Nova Porto to deal with. Also, so Portugal is allied with Aragon, Khmer, and Lanjang. In other words, the people that will mess with my colonies in the east. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm having fun again. And I will continue with this series. Hopefully this time until I accomplish my goal of controlling the entirety of the Americas.